Welcome to 5-Minute Project Manager episode 69, where we break down everything project management into bite-sized segments. Today, we're diving into something that's both creative and practical: design thinking in project management. Trust me, this approach can revolutionize how you handle projects. Let's get into it. When you hear design thinking, you might picture designers sketching prototypes or brainstorming wild ideas. But here's the thing: design thinking isn't just for creative teams or product design. It's a structured way of solving problems that puts people, especially your end users or stakeholders, at the center of the process. At its core, design thinking is all about understanding your users' needs, brainstorming creative solutions, and testing those ideas quickly. And when applied to project management, it can help you solve problems more effectively, foster collaboration, and deliver projects that truly meet expectations. Let's start with a quick definition. Design thinking is a non-linear, iterative process that focuses on 5 stages: empathizing, defining, ideating, prototyping, and testing. Don't worry, we'll break this down. First up, empathizing. This means stepping into your user's shoes to understand their experiences and challenges. In project management, this could mean deeply understanding your stakeholders' needs or pain points. Empathy allows you to tackle the right problems instead of wasting time on symptoms or superficial issues. Next, you define the problem. Based on what you've learned, you frame the challenge clearly and concisely. For example, instead of saying, "Our system has bugs," you might frame it as, "Our system's interface doesn't meet user expectations for speed and clarity." A well-defined problem is half the solution. Now comes the fun part: ideation. Gather your team and brainstorm solutions. Here's where no idea is too wild, and creativity takes center stage. In project management, this might mean exploring multiple ways to optimize workflows or brainstorming features for a new product. Then you move to prototyping, building a small-scale version of your solution. For PMs, this could mean creating mock-ups, process flows, or proof-of-concept tools. Finally, you test. Get feedback from stakeholders, make improvements, and repeat as needed. Let's translate this into your world as a project manager. Imagine you're tasked with rolling out a new employee training platform, but the initial feedback from pilot users is terrible. They find it confusing and unengaging. A traditional PM might tweak the content and hope for the best, but a design-thinking PM digs deeper. You'd start by empathizing, conducting interviews with employees to understand their frustrations. You might discover they find the navigation unintuitive and the examples too abstract. Next, you define the problem. Instead of "the platform isn't working," you might say, "Employees find the training platform's navigation unintuitive, making it hard to access relevant content." Then comes ideation. Your team brainstorms solutions, perhaps adding guided tutorials, reorganizing the layout, or gamifying the learning experience. You'd prototype these ideas, maybe by creating a clickable demo of the updated interface. Finally, you'd test this prototype with a small group, gather feedback, and refine before rolling it out to the entire company. What makes design thinking so powerful? For one, it's user-focused. By prioritizing your stakeholders' needs, you ensure your projects deliver real value. Second, it encourages collaboration. The ideation stage, for instance, brings together diverse perspectives, leading to more innovative solutions. And third, it reduces risks. By prototyping and testing early, you catch issues before committing significant resources. It's like building a bridge with a strong foundation instead of guessing where the gaps might be. Of course, design thinking isn't without its challenges. It requires time up front to empathize and define problems, which can feel counterintuitive in fast-paced environments. But skipping these steps often leads to costly mistakes later. Another challenge is resistance to change. Some team members might struggle with the iterative nature of design thinking, especially if they're used to rigid, linear processes. As a project manager, it's your job to foster a culture that values flexibility and innovation. You don't have to do this alone. Tools like Miro or Mural are excellent for virtual brainstorming and ideation. If you're prototyping, platforms like Figma or Adobe XD can help bring your ideas to life. For testing, user feedback tools like Usability Hub or surveys can provide quick insights. And don't forget your project management software. Many platforms now offer templates for design thinking workflows. So, why should you embrace design thinking in project management? Because it puts people first, fosters creativity, and mitigates risks, all while driving better outcomes. Whether you're designing a new product, optimizing a workflow, or solving a complex problem, design thinking equips you with a framework that's as innovative as it is practical. Give it a try in your next project. Start small, maybe with the empathize stage, and see how it transforms your approach. To help support our channel, visit the 5-Minute PM merch store. Until next time, keep innovating, keep iterating, and keep those projects thriving like a pro. This is 5-Minute Project Manager signing off.